Hey all, this is Seb and
Altair.
we're back for the next part of our Campfire Tales, where we tell you about what happened after we got teleported up a mountain.
It was the best part of the Death Mountain, personally, I think.
He says that because he was in such a trance he didn't see everything that happened around him.
I was not in a trance.
He was very much in a fury bloodlust trance.
That's really dramatic, even for you.
But I'm not kidding. Like, you really don't understand how crazy it was.
Okay, so he's making this out like we were in some epic battle where I was barbarian raging across the mountain.
Okay, I'm going to have him tell his version of what happened, and then I'm going to tell the real version of what happened.
Oh, the real version.
Yeah, the real version. Please, Altair, go ahead and tell them what we found at the top of the mountain and what happened first.
Well, we got to the top of the mountain, and bear in mind, unsuccessful hunt because wolverines, and then apparently spirit fae food that turned to dust. So I was really, really hungry. Also, he stopped me from eating the gems in the, bedroom we found?
Yeah, the bedroom.
So I'm starving. And what do we find when we get up there? An adorable rabbit that looks perfect size for just going chomp. And, well, I am the superior hunter, so I took off after it to get us both dinner because I'm a good friend.
Okay, just let me do this first part for you. One, I saved you from eating those gemstones because you would have had to pass them and I would not have heard the end of it, so I saved us both. Two, we make it up to the top, and yeah, there is a rabbit, and yes, we haven't eaten. So yes, we're both very hungry. Not debating that part. However, when he looked at this rabbit, it was like his eyes went wild with a fury for blood.
That's really dramatic. I was just very focused for my hunt.
Yeah, and then he takes off at breakneck speed.
I'm just generally fast. I really am. I'm just faster than you. It's not breakneck speed.
It is, though, when you're fueled by the power of an evil god.
Ugh. So dramatic.
Mm-hmm. And here's the part that he ignores. That was not a rabbit.
It totally was a rabbit.
No, that was clearly a spirit.
Was it?
Yeah. You know how I know? Because when it ran off a cliff and didn't fall to its death and then veered around back on a turn, that was kind of obvious. Because you went off the cliff after it. And I literally had to swing your ass back up onto a cliff edge.
I don't remember this. I was pretty sure that entire chase took place over like a flat plain.
No, it was giant rocky terrain where you were going up and down.
No. I would have been far more out of breath, probably.
I don't think so, because again, blood fury.
It's not blood fury.
What do you call it when someone savagely goes after this spirit rabbit?
Hungry.
I think it was a Cloudhare. I'm pretty sure it was a Cloudhare, because I'm positive there's little clouds on its feet that let it keep flying in the manner that it did.
But I totally caught it. It can't be a spirit. Like, I literally went chomp.
Yeah, I think you caught the rabbit we found at the end of this hunt.
Were there two rabbits?
Okay, so there was the one that he was chasing, and we're talking he was running off cliffs, he was going up walls, and I had to keep finding ways to climb up after him so he didn't get himself killed in his fury. And when we did get to the top, we did actually find some grassy land. And I think there might have been some actual rabbits there. So I think the Cloudhare ran us there on purpose.
So not a bad guy.
I didn't say it was bad, but maybe. It didn't care about you, but maybe it also thought you wouldn't run off a cliff.
I guess. Okay, why would a rabbit spirit take us to where all the rabbits are so we could then eat the rabbits?
Maybe it was leading us to where we were supposed to go.
Well, I guess given what we found, that does make sense.
And we needed that rabbit.
We did need that rabbit. Well, I needed that rabbit for food. You had other ideas.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, maybe it was leading us there on purpose because we needed it to talk to Borga.
That was your theory at the time, which, well, we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second. So I think it led us there on purpose. It could have been one of the other ones that was leading us too.
Okay, I guess that tracks. The rabbit we saw at the start was like white, and the one I caught was gray, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a trick of the light.
No, I'm pretty sure it was, and I'm pretty sure the lady down in the forest sent it to ensure that we got where we needed to go. Even if it wasn't to her.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
She was always the nicer one.
She was always the nicer one. She's probably the second favorite when all is said and done.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So we get up there, and finally, after all this running and chasing and madness, Altair catches the rabbit. And he's got this rabbit in his jaw, and then we look, and there's this little shrine just sitting there at the top of the mountain. And suddenly there's not, swirling storm and crazy around us everywhere.
Yeah, it was very calm, very serene almost.
Yeah. I think we were in the literal eye of the storm.
When we looked up, there were totally storm clouds in every direction.
Yep, there totally was.
Interesting.
So he's got this rabbit, and thankfully he doesn't just chow it to pieces then and there, because curiosity, his downfall every time.
The shrine was interesting. I don't understand why people stack the stones like that, but, it was glowing.
Yeah, it was glowing a bit. So we head over to it, and looking at it, it's clear it's got to be Borga Shrine. It's got a symbol painted on it. It's in the middle of the eye of a storm. It's up in a mountain. We're supposed to be finding one anyway, which makes me go, we should have taken the mountain path.
But given that the ravine path led us up here all the same, I think it worked out.
Yeah. That goes to my overriding theory that we were being watched.
That your theory might have merit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they use these talismans to watch us the entire way through and to nudge us when they needed it.
Those guys are kind of dicks.
They all are.
Ugh.
So we're staring at the shrine, and I look at him, and I'm like, Altair, put the rabbit on the shrine.
And I was like, of course not. I'm going to eat this because I'm hungry.
And I'm like, we need an offering. Put it on the shrine.
But it's dinner, so no.
Like, my friend, we are here to save these people from Borga so that we can go home. Put it on the shrine.
And at that point, I was having none of it, and I run faster than Seb, so I was like, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go eat it, and I'll eat your half too.
So, I didn't even think I was getting a half the way that his eyes were, glowing with hunger. So he tries to go, I, slam a paw on his tail.
And, of course, I yelped and almost dropped my rabbit.
I might have taken a couple of hairs from him at that moment in time.
Yeah, and that hurts.
Yeah, I know it does, and you have long, silky ones, so it's even worse. And they'll take forever to grow back. I've heard it before.
It's going to be uneven for just months.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
So, at that point in time, he turns around, and you know what this guy tries to do to me?
I may have taken a swipe at you.
Yeah, he takes a swipe at me. But as Altair has informed you all back on the bridge, I'm twice his weight.
It did not go well for me. My paw really hurt.
Yeah, to which point I picked up my paw and whacked him in the face.
And that really hurt. I thought you were going to break my nose.
Yeah, I was trying. Well, no, I wasn't trying. If I was trying, I would have broken your skull. I don't try to kill things.
Ha 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 ha.
Dude, the voice in my head told me to do it again. I only did it once.
The voice in your head's a dick. You know what the voice in my head was saying? That forget the rabbit, you would have been a much better meal. Wow, holy crap. Oh, man. Yeah, looking back on this, how did that take us so long?
Blood fury. Okay, we're disoriented, we don't know what's going on, and it really wasn't until the next part that I actually had a clue. Something was up.
Yeah, but he smacked me in the face. There was yelping, and my rabbit went flying. My beautiful rabbit.
It did. Two things happened then. One, the fire went out of his eyes. So apparently, I slapped some sense into him. I'll try not to make a habit of it. Violence is never the answer, boys and girls.
But you know what? To be fair, and I will give you this, that slap had probably been a long time coming, so I can't really hold it against you.
I appreciate that. I'll try not to do it again. We both know I'll fail and do it at some point. But, yeah, this adventure changed me quite a bit.
Yeah. For the better? Question mark.
I don't know. That's to be seen.
Yeah, you guys will see at the end.
Yeah, you'll see at the end. Because right now I'm, like, scared of my own shadow.
Literally.
For good reason. It was alive. And so the rabbit hits the altar. Back to the story. So it hits the altar. And, we successfully summoned the god we were looking for.
Yeah. Turns out Seb might have been possibly a little correct.
Yeah, leave offerings. Offerings is how you get their attention. Although, usually when you leave an offering at a shrine, you might get that lovely, wonderful feeling of good job. You don't usually have Borga descend from the storm clouds in front of you.
Yeah, that dude is massive.
Yes, he's like 4 times my size.
The ground shook. I thought the mountain was going to fall.
Yeah. So, we did it. We found him. Good job, guys.
And you lost me my rabbit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you want to fight him for that rabbit? Actually, that's a silly question. We'll tell you all about how Altair totally wanted to fight Borga for that rabbit next time. This is Altair and Seb, and we'll talk to you on the next part of Campfire Tales.